Deep in the heart of a Polish factory, something strange is happening. A top-secret team of codebreakers is racing against time, working in near silence outside. The sounds of war rage inside. The atmosphere is one of intense focus. Can you name the war? How about if I told you it was World War II? Still stump. What if I added another clue? Alan Turing, the brilliant mathematician who cracked the Enigma code, was part of this mission. Now you're probably wondering, what does a Polish factory have to do with cracking the Enigma code? Well, everything. This is where the story of the Rosetta Comet begins. Now here's the thing. Everyone knows that Alan Turing and his team at Bletchley Park in England cracked the Enigma code. Right? Well, almost everyone. Not many people know about the crucial role played by the Poles in this historic feat. And there's a strange detail about the Rosetta Stone that nobody seems to talk about. But before we reveal that strange detail, let me tell you a little bit about the man behind it all. Alan Turing. Born in 1912, Turing was a genius from an early age. He loved solving puzzles, and by the time he was 13, he had already built a rudimentary computer. During World War II, Turing joined the British effort to crack the German Enigma code. The Germans used a machine called Enigma to encrypt their messages, which made it nearly impossible for anyone to decipher them. That was until Turing and his team developed the bomb machine, which could test thousands of possible solutions in mere seconds. With this machine, the seemingly unbreakable Enigma code was cracked and Allied forces were able to read German messages. Now here's the thing. While England gets most of the credit for cracking the Enigma code, it was actually the Polish who first solved the puzzle. Before Poland's invasion in 1939, they had managed to break the Enigma code and they shared their methods with the British. But once the war broke out, Poland found itself under attack from both Germany and Russia. As the country fell, its secrets fell with it. It wasn't until 1984 that the true story of the Polish codebreakers came to light. So what was the strange detail about the Rosetta Stone? Nobody knew the Poles had a copy. After the war ended, the US and the UK kept secret the fact that Poland had helped crack the code. This was likely done to protect Poland's honor given its tumultuous history since the war began. But it also helped keep the US and the UK in the good graces of the Soviet Union. That's because Stalin had threatened to execute any Polish officers who tried to leave the country. By keeping Poland's role in the war a secret, the US and the UK were able to avoid antagonizing Stalin. In total secrecy, the Poles had managed to build their own version of the bomb machine after capturing German documents detailing Enigma's inner workings. They then used this machine to read German military communications, which gave them a crucial edge in the war. However, when Germany invaded Poland, their factories and equipment were destroyed, forcing them to flee to France. Fortunately, the British were able to salvage some of their work, and with Turing's help, they were able to recreate the bomb machine. But why should you care about this obscure piece of history? Well, because it's a reminder that great things can happen when people work together. It was the Polish, French, British, and Americans who ultimately succeeded in cracking the Enigma code. And it's no exaggeration to say that this effort saved countless lives. Historians estimate that breaking the Enigma code shortened the war by 2 years, allowing the Allies to win sooner and with fewer casualties. Furthermore, it was Turing's work in particular that laid the groundwork for modern computers. His pioneering efforts in cryptography and code-breaking led directly to the development of the first electronic computers, which have since become an integral part of our everyday lives. So next time you hear someone talking about World War II, be sure to mention the Polish codebreakers. They may not have been household names, but their contributions were no less important than those of their British and American counterparts. And if you enjoyed this episode and want to learn more about the heroes of history, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss an update. Until next time, thanks for watching.